y'all, it's Rosie here, and yes, I'm in a different venue. I'm in my room. It is like 6 a.m. I'm wanting to get some content out since I know it's going to be a really busy next few days. So I wanted to do kind of a positivity moment for this one and go back to Chelsea at my awkward health journey. And we haven't touched base with her for like a whole month. So I thought it would be nice to check in on her, see how she's doing. When we last checked, she was starting a walking for 30 days. She has been losing weight, seems to be in high spirits. So I really just want to check in on someone who's just doing the damn thing, if y'all know what I mean. And let's see, this is her latest video. It's from about 2 days ago, I think, and it's called Diet Culture versus a Healthy Lifestyle. What's the difference? So let's find out.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. We are on day 27 of my walking challenge. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I'm super pumped for today's video because I am making a no-bake protein energy ball. So I've got everything here that is going to be included. The recipe calls for 1 1/4 cup of old-fashioned oats, 1 tablespoon of cacao powder, 2 tablespoons of hemp hearts, 1/4 cup of crushed walnuts. The recipe calls for 1/3 cup of peanut butter and almond butter, but I'm just gonna plop it on in. I am not one to follow recipes. Who does that? Not me. Fun fact, I've never had medjool dates before. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them that I will.
Okay, I love dates. They are delicious. However, they are a sugar bomb. So I haven't had any dates in months and months. So kind of a little jealous of her in this moment. I don't know. Are these like fat bombs? Like, what did she say they were?
We'll be chopping up. The dates are so delicious. They are very sweet. They kind of remind me of brown sugar. I'm getting down to the best part, so I will be adding 1/4 cup of chocolate chips and 1/4 cup of shredded coconut. I added a lot more peanut butter. For this recipe, you definitely need a lot of peanut butter. So I decided that I'm gonna just go in with my hands and start mixing it together because the fork did absolutely nothing for me. My hands are working so much better than the fork.
I agree that her hands are working better than the fork, but her hair is down there in them. No.
Sometimes you just gotta get down and dirty with your food. I think I'm going to need to add a little bit more peanut butter just to soften things up a bit. I just got done rolling my mixture all into little balls. I'm going to drizzle some chocolate over them and then coat them with some coconut shreds. So when I'm done with that, I will show you the finished product. This is the finished product of the energy.
Those look really good though. Like really good though. Okay, I'm telling you the universe is conspiring. I will never finish this video. Back into it.
Energy balls, and wow, they look so freaking tasty. I'm out on a walk with my wife and my puppies right now. We are getting in a walk before we go to the movies. We just got home. When I started this walk, I was around 6,000 steps. We walked for 25 minutes and I got around 2,600 steps. The puppies are tired, but so happy.
My God, those dogs are so cute. Ah, they're so adorable.
They were able to go on a walkie today. We're now on day 28 and I am about 25 minutes into my walk. I decided to sit down and take a break. I felt very anxious about going on a walk today and I was really just avoiding it. But as I went out and went on my walk, I am feeling a lot better inside. As I'm on my weight loss journey, I have small successes that happen during the day that I don't always share with you, but I wanted to share 2 things that happened today. This morning when I was making breakfast, I had sweet potatoes and I accidentally burnt them, and I knew that I wouldn't enjoy them, so I decided to toss them because in the past I would have ate them and not enjoyed them and then would have just found more food to eat. So I decided, altogether that I just wasn't going to eat them because I didn't want to go down that path of eating even more food, because I am all about satisfying my body and I knew that those burnt potatoes weren't going to satisfy me. My other success of the day is in the mornings I will play ball with my dogs and I stand at the door and throw the ball, but today I decided to go out, walk around and throw the ball with them, and I easily got to 1,000 steps. While you're on your weight loss journey, the people around you basically see your weight drop and your body change, but they don't see all of the things that you go through and all of the work that you put in.
Before she keeps talking about this, I just have to say, I think that is so important to remember, like what she was saying about these small successes throughout the day, because you are constantly making these choices that are going to like continue to propel you forward as you lose weight and get healthier and change your lifestyle. So there's so many little things throughout the whole day that matter. They add up and they're important. And so I think it's really awesome that she's like kind of airing those, like not eating the food that isn't going to be appetizing just because it's there and she cooked it. Like, I think that's something really important. I think a lot of us kind of fall into this, well, it's here, let's eat it, So yeah, it sucks to have to throw food away because it costs so much. But I think at the end of the day, it's like, this is important for her. I feel like it's important for anyone who's trying to lose weight. Because I don't know about you guys, when I was growing up, it was very much, the plate had to be empty or you didn't leave the table. And my mom would never have been like, oh yeah, just throw those away because they're burnt or whatever. We ate many a burnt french fry when I was growing up. So I really do think that that is a small success. And also the fact that she didn't want to go out and walk and she did, and now she feels great about it. I definitely understand that, because there has been many a day where I haven't wanted to go out and walk around or spend my lunch break walking around, but I'm trying to push myself to stay active. So I completely understand where she's coming from, but it definitely feels better once you've done it and you're like happy with yourself. You're like, yes. And she's done 28 days in a row. Now, she said she's going to do 30. I'm here for it. I know she's going to do it. So it's refreshing to see someone who says, hey, I'm going to do 30 days of weighing in, 100 days of weighing in, 30 days of walking, and show you every single day of it. And they've done it. So you're happy for them. And it's also inspiring, I feel like, for people who kind of don't know where to start. I feel like Chelsea, like my awkward health journey, is such a great place to start because she shows all the little wins. She shows these like easily attainable successes that you can get to, and she's like real about everything. So I love it. I watch her content a lot. That's why I wanted to come back, positivity moment it, and just like hype up Chelsea.
Remember that the small changes really are so important. I am back home and feeling great. I walked for around 36 minutes and got about 3,500 steps. Today was very difficult to get out and go on a walk, but when I did, I felt so good inside. It really did take my anxiety away, and it really helps when you have beautiful things to look at, like the trees.
Okay, yeah, that's like what I've said before. Like, get out, touch some grass, go on a walk, and it really does help change your mindset, and it's just so helpful. And I don't know, it just kind of changes your day, changes how you feel.
Trees and the flowers blooming and the breeze on your face, it's really nice, and you start to kind of just like forget about all your problems, all those feelings that are going on inside. It just makes you feel in a more positive place. And that is what happened for me today. And I think that's why when I go on my walks, it just puts me in a really good mindset. We all go through hard things in life, but when you exercise, you're really taking time out of your day to better yourself and better your health and just make your life a more positive place. Something that I want.
See, I feel like I could not have said it any better. I am not very eloquent. Y'all know I struggle with my words. So, yeah, I agree with what she's saying. I think a positive attitude and touching some grass is just, it's great.
Want to have an open conversation about, and I think that is really important, is dieting versus a lifestyle change. A lot of people go through times where they feel unhappy in their skin and how they look, and they want to change that, so they go on a diet. I used to be like that as well, and to be honest, I have always been bigger, so when I got to certain points, I would go on diets. I have tried Weight Watchers multiple times, keto, intermittent fasting, anything that you could think of, I have probably tried. And so what would I do? I would go on a diet, lose the weight, and then I would gain that weight back. And it's kind of just a cycle that you go through.
I think that's the cycle a lot of us have been stuck in. I know before this last time, so before 2023, before weight loss surgery, before the pre-op diet, I had the same issues. Keto or intermittent fasting, exercising literally until I dropped because I thought in some mistaken way that I could out exercise my fork, which can't happen, you know. So I understand that. And then you get caught up in this cycle, and then you get burnout with dieting, and then you just give up, and then you balloon up, and it's a nasty headspace to be in as well.
If you have the mentality of being on a diet, you lose the weight, and then what do you do next? You see in the media that you're supposed to look a certain way, be a certain way, and then we start feeling very self-conscious about ourselves, down about ourselves, and always just like trying to change who we are to fit that social norm instead of just like being who we are. So what I've learned is that you have to make a commitment to yourself that is lifelong. And by making that commitment, you are choosing to love yourself. You are choosing to empower yourself. You are choosing to build yourself up. And most importantly, you are choosing yourself. And by choosing yourself, you may realize that some of your habits or behaviors may need a little bit of tweaking. I've had a lot of self-reflection the past probably like 5 to 6 months, and I see where I have gone wrong all of these years, and I am working on myself now, and I am changing those things. I am creating better habits. The biggest thing I am working on is my emotional eating. I go to food for any emotion that I am feeling, whether it be sad, happy, bored, annoyed, angry. I rely on food for my feelings. So that is a deep-rooted thing that I have to work on, and I am continuing to work on every single day. And making a lifestyle change doesn't have to happen overnight. I think that's why people fall so much on diets, because it's like a one and done. You do the diet, you lose weight, and then it's over. But as you know, with diets, most of the time people gain that weight back. With a lifestyle change, it's kind of scary because it's like, oh, I have to change everything that I'm doing. And for a lot of people, it's hard to change how you are. But deciding to make those changes can make a huge difference in your life. Every day I am working on the way that I view food and my relationship with food. I used to view food.
Yeah, I think the point she's trying to make is really important. Because yeah, in my opinion, and from my past experience, diets have not worked for me. I've lost some amount of weight, then I've always gained that back, maybe plus more, you know. We've seen that with a bunch of YouTubers that we follow here, that they get on Weight Watchers, they do this nap, they lose the 89 pounds, and then they put all the LBs back on, you know, plus 200 more, you know. And then that's the other thing too, is you get caught up in this mindset of restriction, and then the idea of food becomes rewarding or a guilty pleasure or something like that. So then you start wanting it more and needing it more. You're placing value on the food or on the junk or on the bad lifestyle, and not placing value on yourself, your goals you want to accomplish, and like how you want to be. So if you stop giving food that like really important place in your mind, it long term, it will benefit you. At least that's what I've seen so far with myself. Obviously everyone's different, but you got to kind of not place the value on food. Food is there to keep your body moving, keep you alive. Yes, you can make things that taste good, but as far as like making it something super important or something, oh, if I'm good this whole week, I'll give myself a cheat day or this and that. But you're cheating yourself. You're not having a cheat day. You're cheating yourself. You're cheating your life. You're cheating yourself out of a good life, honestly. So I definitely understand where she's coming from. It's not about the diet. It's about making the changes in yourself and for yourself long term.
I used to view food as something that would provide me comfort, but I'm rewiring my brain to view food as energy, to view it as nutrients, to view it as being able to function properly. The biggest difference I noticed while changing my lifestyle versus a diet is when I was on a diet, I would restrict, I would cut out certain food groups, and I would feel guilty for eating certain foods. And I have to still work on that every single day because I've had the diet mentality in my brain. It's like embedded in there. So I have to work on not feeling guilty about eating things that I would feel guilty in the past about eating. And I have to tell myself that it is okay to eat that food. Like this morning before breakfast, I had some popcorn and I felt guilty about that. But I told myself, it's okay that you munched on some popcorn. Every day I'm a work in progress, but every day I am throwing that guilt and I am throwing that shame away in the freaking trash can. With my lifestyle change comes my health journey. There is a 4-letter word at the beginning of health, which is heal. So each day I am growing more knowledge on how to become a better version of myself and healing all of my inner traumas. As always, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. I hope you have an amazing day. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
She is so adorable. I'm sorry. I love watching her videos. Yeah. I honestly can't say it any better. I think she pretty much said everything that needed to be said. I mean, I don't know about munching on the popcorn, but I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it. So I don't have much to comment on there. I love her attitude. I love the effort that she's seemingly putting in like every single day to just better her life. And if you watch some of her videos, you really can see a noticeable change in her appearance over the last little while. And I think that's great because I know one of the things for me is, even though I'm about like 68 pounds down, I'm almost 70 pounds down since like the second week of January. And sometimes I really struggle seeing myself 70 pounds lighter. Do you know what I mean? Like, I still see myself as how I looked in January, and I feel like I take up that amount of space, you know? So it's definitely something that's hard to recognize in yourself. And then you get in like a negative spiral and you feel like, am I really changing? Am I really doing better? Am I really where I want to be at this stage? It's a whole thing. So you got to get out of your head. But as far as Chelsea goes, I'm here. I'm a supporter. I'm going to keep watching her journey. I know a lot of people hate the word journey, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep watching her be healthy, lose weight, and live her life. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, although it's probably going to be about Amber, and I guess not super positive, although she might surprise me. I definitely want to cover some of the Destiny drama, but most of it is not super exciting, so we'll see. All right, bye guys. Don't push me.